Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Invasions Week 18, Day 6. So, today, mainly just going to be finishing up any dailies, anything else that we still have to wrap up on this account for the week, and then head over to the Nintendo Switch account, which we actually still have invasions to do on. So even though we don't really have any viable ones to really do on our main account, we do technically still have it on the other account, so I mixed it up a little bit. Kind of funny that the events are running side by side for once. However, that will not be the case next week because it will be Guild Wars on Nintendo Switch next week, while it's, of course, Tower of Doom on everywhere else. Anyways, next order of business, I guess, is just Underworld for now. Probably finish up these, hand out a code, and head over to Switch version, because as far as actual dailies, it's, I believe, the main thing we still have to wrap up. Also, sorry for starting a little bit later. I ended up getting back way later than I thought, and didn't have any way to really post the thingy thing, the timer on it. But we're here now. It'll be around for about an hour or so, messing with what we normally mess around with. But let's get into things. If you guys have any questions or anything you want me to go over, just let me know. I'll definitely make sure to do so. Hello, Skeleton King. Hello, Steve. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I'll throw that over. Take a red to red. Grab a destroy right over there. And then we'll simply just go into key. And it does actually one-shot. I really wish it had enough damage to one-shot everything in this stealth. It actually does if we can get a Cedric room. As I mentioned, there's so many less Cedric rooms in this stealth now. I kind of almost want to go forward on this delve. It's just that doing level 500 delves just is not worth it in the current state of the game. If they would finally make it worth it, I would finally start doing that, but they haven't yet, so we're not. But hopefully they will. Because one other issue with that too is we'll finally be able to have every troop in the game starting on Monday. We can already see right over here, Green Tower of Doom in 1 day, 5 hours. That is the last Doom that we need in order to have full completion of the game, as far as troops are concerned. That's the only troop we do not own because, well, it's not obtainable until Monday for the first time. And then we'll have everything in the entire game at that point. And it'll be interesting to see. However, we are still missing the pet from this faction. And I can't really go forward on this faction unless they rebalance the whole faction thing. Because it's really not worth doing our dailies on the level 500 faction. It's, if we were to do it, we would do it on the most recent faction that was added on Silver Necropolis. But I don't know, it just isn't worth it compared to Warrens. At least, it's not worth it compared to Warrens at level 110. If both of them are at level 500, obviously we would do Silver Necropolis. But they're not. Or at least mine aren't. So no need to do that yet. So they stopped making troops. What about other delves? What do you mean? They're still adding troops. I meant we have every troop in the game as far as all of them that they've added so far. Because the main thing we were missing was the Zugoff, which we got a couple weeks ago. And we ended up getting the, what's it called? The Green Doom that's coming out in 1 day. Or, you know, next Monday. So, at that point, every single troop that could possibly be out will be out. I just meant that as far as what currently exists. Obviously, we're still going to keep getting troops constantly. But as far as things that were just unobtainable for a long period of time, or just really hard to obtain. In the cases of the Dooms, they've been unobtainable for like 7 months now. Since Dooms ended up coming out ages ago. But, yeah, they've only been doing 1 per month. So, yeah, it has been 7 months pretty much then, right? Yeah, it had to have been. Because they came out around November, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, sometime in November. And we just got all 6 of them now. And it's already nearly May. So it's been a while. And we just now got all of them. Because they just finally added the final one. Took ages, but it's here now. Okay, what do we even take here? Grab the greens. Also, why is my eye not wanting to cooperate? I hate when it does this. Normally it does it when there's a large temperature contrast, but oh no. Temperature's been about the same in my room all day. Anyways. Okay, I'll take that over. Grab that. I guess it was from going out earlier, but it's not that cold out right now. It was like 40 or 50. Let's see. We'll go grab that. Get another key down. Okay, throw that out. Get our destroy everywhere. Take that over. It could have also just been from having the computer on the whole time. Probably made my room warmer. Let's see, how high is the computer? It's not that hot right now. It hurt your heart that some weapons are not obtainable or won't be available again. I'm still not sure what their whole plan is with that. I still feel like they're going to be adding more in the future, but, or, you know, they're going to be adding, at least to some degree, some of them re-obtainable. But yeah, the way that they're currently doing old event weapons is extremely strange, that is for sure, to say the least. It's something that has been an issue for a while that they still have not addressed for whatever reason. There's always talk about it, but they never, like, definitively ever say anything about it. Or, you know, like, what they're actually do about it. But they are going to do something about it eventually. It's just they haven't really decided. And they might not completely fix it if they do end up doing it, but they'll probably fix it to some degree. It still seems really weird, though, that they keep adding basically 2 weapons every month that are completely unobtainable ever again, at least in the current state of the game. And while most of those weapons are pretty useless, there are a key dozen or so that are insanely good. Let's see. Well, all these we can do in pretty much every room order, except for the treasure room, which we need to do last, which we would have done anyways because it's lowest multiplier. Hello, Starlight again. Welcome again. Hello, Ian. I assume anyone who's here for both streams normally is from a American time zone. Because almost any other time zone, it'd be really weird to be here for both streams. Maybe not really, really weird, but you know, it'd fall at somewhat weird times if you were to go and watch the morning stream and watch the nightly stream. We'll throw down the key right over there. That rolling, throw another destroy down. You get tired every single time you see rope dart in PvP. Yeah, that was one of the event weapons that they kind of knew would be really broken, but there just wasn't any teams for it at the time. But then people figured out teams for it over time once more troops came into the game, and then it became really broken, and then people just started using it on their defend all over the place. But yeah, it was one of those, many of those old weapons that it came in kind of average or somewhat good, but it didn't really have a proper team. And then ended up getting a proper team and just became completely broken. I think the most noteworthy weapon that ever happened to is probably Divine Protector. But Rope Dart's pretty high up there too, as far as how much of an improvement it ended up getting. Even though it wasn't even buffed at all, just from the fact that it had better team synergy, how much of improvement it got. Because that normally does come down to how strong a troop normally is more often than not, is what kind of team synergy does it actually have. Because a strong troop on its own isn't necessarily going to be like game breaking. But a good troop that can work in an entire team of good troops synergizing properly just becomes very broken. Hello, Frank. Welcome. Hello, Red Devil. Karkaroff currently has 19 troops, including Zugov. You'll need Zugov to 10-star Karkaroff when the new Mythic is released. No other Karkaroff is scheduled for new feature. Oh! So I guess it will be required for 10 stars. Yeah, well, that would be exactly 20, wouldn't it? However, that might not be the case because I believe they said they're moving the Zugov Mythic back. And if I'm not mistaken, there was some other event for Zugov in like the next few months. So they might actually be moving the Zugov Mythic back so far that it'll have other troops before the Mythic. I'm not sure if they're doing it like that though. Because if I'm not mistaken, isn't there a Karkaroff event in the next month or two? Not counting the Mythic, but I mean like an actual Karkaroff event. Let me double check. Based on this, the answer is no. There's a Karkaroff Mythic. No Karkaroff event. I just swore there was one that was coming soon after it. I'm not exactly sure why they're actually delaying the next Mythic. But they are delaying the Karkaroff Mythic, last I recall. I think we'll know definitively on Monday. But last I recall, they're actually delaying it a month at minimum. Let's see. We'll throw that down. And I'll throw a key at it. Sure, Frank. If you want to mention a team, we can go and mess around with it if you want. In PvP real quick. Right now we're just trying to get mainly our dailies done. And after that, we will go be doing invasions on the other account where we're trying for leaderboard. Oddly enough, we already have leaderboard just by doing all rewards. And by all rewards, I mean literally just getting to 4 towers, which is kind of funny. Because that's normally in late game when the game mode even starts to begin. Yet, on the Nintendo Switch version, that's basically when you have all rewards. It's just, I still find that hilarious. But yeah, Nintendo Switch version's still quite behind, not just in content, but also just in the grinds, since of course it hasn't even been out for a month yet. About 3, 4, 5 more days, depending on how you look at it, will be a month. Next Tuesday's the 28-day mark, or, you know, the 4-week mark. If you count that as a month, then it's been a month. And I normally consider a month to be 30 days, though. The only reason why most subscription services count it as, like, 28 days, more often than not, is just because they could charge you more. But no, I normally consider, since it's more on average, goes to about 30. Makes more sense to consider it 30. Hello, Firecrest, welcome. Okay, we'll go take our Warrens out for our final room in here. And then we just have the other delve and go from there. Yeah, we have so many shards right now. Because we're finally farming the shards for excess, so nice to have a good reserve of them. Oops, did I forget the Cascade? What rewards can you get from the codes? The redeem codes are usable on PC and mobile whenever we hand them out. We'll hand one out in after we finish out next delve, not this one, but the next one. But it ends up giving out a small amount of resources. It's just 2,500 gold, 1 gem key, 2 treasure maps, and 2,500 gold. The main reason why people tend to like them is for the 1 gem key, as out of everything that it has, that is probably the most noteworthy thing from a redeem code. Overall, its loot is basically like the equivalent of 2 to 3 treasure gnomes, depending on how you look at it. Or, you know, 2 or 3 gnome drops. As mainly this is something a little extra. Not really that much. Salty on her Monday stream sometimes has some bigger codes too, like with ingots or multiple keys and stuff like that. Unfortunately, we just have the smaller codes. However, for holidays like tomorrow, for Easter, we can just give out multiple. Also, speaking of that, I did find, in that time, I did find the ears, by the way, for tomorrow. We found the bunny ears. We found them. But no, they were just hiding in one of my drawers. I ended up getting a new, I don't think I ever mentioned this on stream, because it's normally pretty irrelevant to mention stuff like that. But about 2 months ago, my neighbor ended up getting rid of a bunch of, oh, we actually have 3 delves left. Well, we could always delay the other one. But my neighbor was getting rid of a bunch of furniture. So instead of throwing it out, I just ended up taking some of it. She was just going to throw it out to the curb anyways. So I just asked her, and she was like, oh, okay, go ahead. And yeah, got a pretty nice, not cabinet, what are they called? Those drawers, the dresser. Forgot what they were called for a second. But I got a pretty nice wooden dresser that she was just going to go and throw away. I normally almost never buy furniture. Seems like a really, really trivial thing to get, just because I'm not really like a big furniture person. I basically just use it for its utility, and that's it. Whatever it looks like or any kind of damage it might have, I don't really care. Actually, it's kind of funny. The TV for the living room actually has a gigantic hole in the back of it because it used to have like one of those really old gigantic TVs. So it used to have that. Of course, we just have a flat screen there now. But we were able to get that for super cheap just because there's a gigantic hole in the back. But hey, might as well. As long as it functions and does its purpose. Let's see. Well, we'll go. Well, actually, going to give him that skull. I'm just going to try killing him at this point with... oh, wait. This is the first battle. I do need to make sure that we keep this order that we're currently in. Just to make sure he doesn't switch us up, because if he does, that will be very annoying for all the future delves in this current set. Okay, where on earth is our win condition? Nothing here will actually help us win. Let's take that for now. Oh, that's bad. Now we're going to need to wait till he double casts. Okay, well, now we wait. He deliberately give him all his mana again. Good, he got it. Okay, there we go. We'd have to wait long. And he's dead. Thank you, Frank. Also, let me not wear this for the rest of today. We'll wear it tomorrow. Not today, though. Let's see. Where were we? We're heading to the Cedric room, so let's go take the top path first. When they will release that weapon made by community, there's no official dates on when they're going to be releasing that. If I had to guess, probably sometime in May. There's no official date though. We'll have more info on that in the near future. Probably in another 2 weeks, I would say. Probably have more info on that. But no, it's not like going to be right around the corner. I think for the pet, it ended up taking them almost 2 months before the end of the poll until they actually implemented it into the game. Because they have to, the main reason for that is they normally do the art a few months in advance. So if they just got the concept now, it takes their art department a little while. Also, I believe they kind of outsource their art. They always use the same people, but I don't believe their art people are in-house. I actually forget on that. I know they have people that manage it, but I forget what their whole condition is with that. But I know that normally most art assets for the game are made months in advance. So if they just got a concept the other week, it's going to take them at least like a month before they get that out, if not longer. Thank you, Frank. Oh yeah, this is pretty much standard key team. Normally it's ran with Thief Hero class instead of Shaman. I'm only using Shaman because we're trying to level Shaman. But yeah, this is one of the more notorious gold farming teams in the game right now. Cedric Sparkle Sack, Egg Thief, Skeleton Key with Thief Hero class, and Greed. One other nice benefit of it is it can be ran in some delves. And it pretty much has the highest gold gain, or the quickest gold gain, of any gold farming related team. Definitely a nice team to have around. There you go, let's poke us, get our destroy there. Go for a nice little key in there. Let's poke us again. Oh, don't kill that. Luckily, it doesn't have enough damage yet, but take that over. Let me take that skull just in case. Actually, you know what? Might as well just kill him with skulls. Play it safe. Already got the win condition there. Might as well grab it. Yeah, Necromancer class is okay. I actually really underestimated how decent Necromancer class is. I completely forgot it has 7% instant kill every single time once you get it fully maxed out. But it's also good for just passively gaining souls. It has the highest soul gain of any hero class. Why Egg Thief? Egg Thief is for infinite tanking. It's also for mana generation. It's mainly there for mana generation, because the boost ratio is based on how much gold you have. And since we have ridiculously high gold, it clears out basically the entire board. So if we go do this, you can see the entire board basically just melts with destruction, giving us a lot of mana. Or not even basically the entire board, literally the entire board ends up getting destroyed off of her ability. And we end up getting mana and damage onto the enemy for every single one of those that end up getting destroyed there. Okay, so we got a 1.2 into a 1.2 into the two 1.15s, and then we take the final room. Okay, let's go grab ourselves our gold. Take our green there. Get that. And now we have 600 gold, and the reason for that is the Cedric room. Haven't been getting too many of them, but luckily that brings our damage to instant one-shot. She doesn't get any more destroys just because it's limited by 64. Can't ever get more than 64 because that's how many there is on the board. And it doesn't roll over to the next board. So that'd be ridiculously broken if it did. That'd actually be really funny. No, it only has a maximum of 64 because that's how big the board is. Unless they ever add bigger boards to the game. So I highly doubt they would. They have with Puzzle Quest and a few other games that they've done. However, I don't think they would do it with Gems of War because almost every single troop in the entire game is balanced based on the 8x8 grid. Though we did get block blocks, so who knows, maybe we'll get eventually bigger boards. But block blocks are pretty easy to implement compared to a bigger board would be. Okay, we'll throw... Oh, what am I doing? I forgot. We can just throw key. We got a Cedric room. Everything dies in one shot very easily. Plus we get a lot more gold. Actually, just from that, we're getting like 2,000 gold per battle. Actually, let me go double check after this battle. Not even counting the delve loot. That should be around 2,000. Okay, he'll do a thing. Never mind, he won't even get to do a thing. We'll throw that down. See, how much gold is that? That is 2,000 gold. 2,048. And then, of course, we still get the delve room gold. But that 2,048 is just from the gold gain off our one Cedric and that one money bag room that we end up getting. All that gold is from that. Okay, let's get Ekthi. Oh, I should have taken those purples first. Now it's gonna drain my, okay, never mind. It drained our hero. That actually has no relevance whatsoever. Because our hero is just going to, well, for one, it got unwebbed. But, it only counts for about 42 of its damage. So that's, barely any, given that it has such high damage. Though, it does matter if it drains its mana. That does matter. But you'll see, if we can actually get a key while we're webbed, it's still gonna instant double kill. Because of how much damage it has. The fact that its web has basically no effect on it. Even though it says it's only doing 3 damage, it's boosted based on gold. And that is 300 damage right there. Because it has 2-to-1 boost ratio. It's obviously way more than enough to kill, even though we're webbed for only base damage of 3. Unfortunately, I don't think Egg Thief does have a replacement in this team. However, you can get her relatively easily off of Glory and Gem Key. She is an ultra rare, so it is pretty low rarity. But, yeah, you can get unlucky and not get her for a while. After a few weeks to a month, you should probably find her just randomly in one of the keys that you end up opening. You can also keep an eye on the Soul Forge on the green and red craftables. Those little summoning stones, because she can appear on those. And on those, if she appears on one of them, it's a 1 in 8 chance that you could end up getting her. I don't think she's available this week, though. So I did double check, because I believe every platform has different options there. PC Mobile has the same. But I normally don't go over those anymore, just because it's not relevant to most people, for the most part. And also because I believe it is different on all the different platforms. Makes it less viable to bother doing so. Okay, I'll throw key there, and there we go. Okay, and then we throw this down one more time, and then we'll hand out a code and head over to the other account. Do we have another Cedric room? Please say yes. We got a Leprechaun, and we got a nothing. No! That annoying Leprechaun getting in the way of our Cedric. It is a nice amount of gold for that room, but not as much as a Cedric would net gain us. Cedric would get that gold in like 2 battles. Well, technically 1, but you know. With the difference of gold, it would be basically 2 battles. Oh, no, given that he has a base gold as well, never mind, yeah. Basically 1 battle would cover the amount of gold that we get just from that 1 room. Kind of funny. Okay, it's actually better to go top here, isn't it? Yeah. Go top, then we'll head down. Then we take those. And then we take this into treasure. Okay, so we'll go top first. Oh, Yagway is definitely a pretty good utility troop. Also, if you haven't used it for Bounty Hunter yet, it's really good for Bounty Hunter. It's actually one of the best Bounty Hunter options in the game, if not the best. Definitely one of the better ones. Really good with Feral Hound. Also, it's not blocked by Feral Hound as much anymore either, since you can get potions to feed it mana, like with the enchant and everything. It's kind of an interesting aspect of all the game modes now, because it doesn't even matter if you completely block out a troop. You'll end up having such a benefit off of the enchant that every single thing on your team will get to cast at least once, unless the enemy team has Dispel, but very few teams in most of the game modes really carry any Dispel. They normally don't need to worry about that. I'll throw that down. And then we destroy into a skull key. Not a skull key as in skeleton key, but I mean taking a skull and then a key, or vice versa. We still need a skull poke. Or we can go all the way into another key, I guess. That works too. And down it goes. Yeah, okay, so we'll take this one. Then we'll head around to the other path, grab the more valuable rooms, and go from there. Why didn't I use Yagway with Feral Hound and Bounty Hunter? Well, at first we were using 4 troops, because it is possible to do 4 troops. Then I ended up switching to a Trickster Shot team, and the main reason for that is Trickster Shot actually is more consistent than Yagway with Feral Hounds. The only problem is most people don't own that weapon, but it is actually more consistent, so I figured for time's sake we just use that for the rest of the time when we end up doing it. It's not that much quicker than Yagway, but it is noticeably quicker than Yagway. Probably about by 30 minutes if you take into account the entire event. It's also just more consistent at not losing, because it's really good at focusing Val Ravens, whereas Yagway struggles against a 3rd or 4th slot Val Raven, especially if it's not blocked on yellow mana. But Trickster Shot always has the availability of just directly hitting it, so it doesn't escape as often. Because if I'm not mistaken, 2 Trickster Shots on Val Raven at any level of the game mode does kill it. And if that doesn't, Takaraki into a 1 or 2 of those Trickster Shots will. Okay, I'll take that. Well, it's a Trickster Shot weapon, not the Trickster Troop. They both do something drastically different. If you do have the Trickster Shot weapon from ages back, yeah, it's really good to use for pretty much everything. It's basically Mang, except instead of giving you attack value, it gives you magic instead. Mang is normally more often than not more useful than it. However, there are specific instances where Trickster does come to be more viable, and that is one of them. Specifically in high stat game modes, where you need to specifically target something rather than going down the line of the enemy team. Okay, do I take that skull? I guess. It gets the one out of the way, plus we had a green chance, which we actually did land. Didn't surge, though. Take that for now. Grab a green surge over there, grab a random skull again, apparently. Well, we need red or green. We're trying to poke our way to find that. Get destroyed right over there. Take our green right somewheres. We'll just take that one for now. I guess it doesn't really matter too much which one we go for. Get over a mana off of that, and then we just key to key and be good to go. Throw that down, get her destroyed again. Get another one going. And you know what? I should have went for a skull first. Okay, never mind, that's fine. Well, luckily it just hands it to us. That also works. AI does some really weird things sometimes. I wonder if you're ever going to buff AI. They actually deliberately made AI weaker in the past. They've actually nerfed the AI a few times, despite the fact that they almost should have buffed it. But, I don't know. I still feel like they should have 2 different AIs for the game. One that works really, really well, and one that works exactly like it does now. Let's see. We'll put that in there. Get another destroy and everything. And at one point, they actually did used to have multiple AIs. Actually, they still technically do. They have an even weaker version than the AI we have now for below level 50, if I'm not mistaken. But they used to have a harder AI and then the normal AI. Then they end up just having the normal AI and then an even weaker AI than that AI. And the main reason they did that is they did things to the AI that would make it so it isn't biased against the player. So that basically the enemy can never have more luck than the player. One actually interesting aspect of that is if you're ever getting a lot of lucky cascades, there's actually a higher chance that the enemy will get a lot of lucky cascades. Because it currently has a limiting factor on it that if you're constantly not getting lucky cascades, the enemy also will not do the same. They basically have it set up in a weird way that it's almost impossible for the AI to get luckier than you. It can still happen, obviously. But they do have actual specific code in the game to try to prevent it. Which does make things a little bit easier. Slightly annoying. Because some parts of the game makes it a little bit too easy with that. Oh yeah, the stream did start 1 hour later. Had some things I need to run around for. And it ran a little bit later than normal. Because I don't normally carry a clock with me. So I just kind of determine about how much time has gone by. So sometimes I just lose track of time. Unfortunately. Probably one of the few people these days that don't bother ever having a phone. I haven't had a phone since 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And the only time I even had a phone for, well, there's 2 times in the past I had a phone. Had it while I was in college, mainly just for emergencies and stuff. Just because I was taking buses a lot and in case I ever got into a situation. Because bus stations definitely aren't the cleanliest of locations. A lot of sketchy things sometimes, especially in some of the neighborhoods. But so I mainly just had that for emergencies at the time. You know, just like a normal little payphone thingy, one of those like throwaway ones. But something really cheap. But the only time I've ever had like a real phone, like an actual smartphone, was like the last 2 years of high school or so, when I used to work for a green energy company. But that was just for basically the business phone, and I was just using it for basically that purpose. I didn't really have it for any other reason other than the fact that I needed it for my job at the time, and it was provided by my job, so I didn't even need to pay for it at the time. If I had to, I definitely wouldn't have it, that's for sure. But yeah, I've never been a big phone person for whatever reason. Let's see, move that over. Same with cars. Both of those two aspects I never really understood why they were so overly used. Like, I understand the appeal of them, they just seem like really high expenses for how little they really give in return. Unless they were actually 100% mandatory for whatever job I had at the time, I would never use either. We'll throw an egg down. Get another key going. We'll throw that down. Get another one going. And then we just throw key to key. Oh no, we got a kill. Luckily, we don't need to go deathless here. Has no difference. Take the brown over. Get another key down, and there we go. Oh yeah, Creeping Death is a really decent weapon. I used to use it quite a bit. It's fallen off the meta, though. But, yeah, it's still a pretty solid weapon. There we go. Okay. So let's go hand out a code now. Hand out a redeem code, and then we'll head over to the Nintendo Switch account. Let's see. Where are all the codes? Right over there. Mark that down. Copy, copy. Save it. Paste it. Put that right over there. That there. Boom, boom. Refresh everything. Put this over here in the code section. And let me get this to you guys. So here is the redeem code. Use it on jumpsreward.com, read the game code section, or simply click that link. Your invite code is found in your settings menu, whatever your game says there. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Just place copy paste on it and put it in. And it gives the same reward as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Only works on PC mobile. It will not work on all the other console versions. And speaking of all the other console versions, let me go and actually start up the Nintendo Switch version. Probably go for about another 20 minutes or so, but let's go and get ourselves some invasions done, or more invasions. It is an invasion stream after all, so might as well get more invasions in there. Let's see. Oops, still no signal. Come on, Nintendo Switch, turn on. You got this. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 da 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 da. I have no clue why the home button doesn't want to work sometimes. There we go. We've made progress. Why can't I see anything? You guys can see something. There we go. Okay. Anyways, where were we? Let's go take our gold. Let me go shut off my normal version of the game, so it's not doing 2 audio. Also, let me take this out so I can actually hear better. Let's see. Put that over. Okay. Where were we? Let's go grab whatever our mail is. What even is our mail? Oh, guild tasks. Oh, that reminds me. I should probably contribute some more gold to the guild. Let's see. How's the guild doing? Oh no, we lost a member. If they could make me able to recruit again, I could help them recruit. Anyways, we already got all of our seals for the week. Oh, that reminds me. I never opened my seals earlier, did I? Let me go do that. We already hit max, right? Yeah, we did. Okay. Let's go open up our seals, and we'll go do some invasions. But yeah, I forgot about... excuse me. I forgot about them. Who knows? Maybe we'll get some good drops. Maybe we'll get a mythic that isn't awful. What am I looking for? I'm looking for guild keys, and yeah, we actually have last week's ones as well. I didn't even open. Oh no, we got a lot of them we need to go open then real quick. Let's see, we'll get those, trying to get it to a nice even number. 3 3 3 3 3, all threes. I mean 3 3 3 3. Never mind, there's only 4 threes, not 4 or 5. Can't speak. But okay, I'm just trying to get it to a number where we could just open 1,000 3 times. And it'll go down to basically 0, or at least not able to buy anymore. Why do we keep getting Merlines? Like our 3rd Merline we just got. Not even that common of a drop off these. Anyways. Let's see, what do we got off the first batch? Marilith! Marilith's actually really good in early game to mid game, particularly early game. 6 guaranteed true damage to everything, plus a little bit of an attack gain. Definitely not too bad of an option, that's for sure. Didn't the code not work for anyone? It should. Double check. I'm pretty sure it was working. Did anyone else have a problem with it? Maybe I copy pasted it wrong. I can go double check. But it just worked when I ended up putting it in. But yeah, it does only work on PC mobile, so do be mindful of that. Also, Nax is useless. Only Mirrorlift of those 2 is actually useful. Well, I'll go for this again. No! Stop giving us repeat legends. There's so many good legends we don't have. Stop giving ones we already have that are useless. Or at least almost useless. No, and we don't get anything else that's even new. It's awful. Oh, we'll get more keys next week. That's a pretty bad batch. That could have gone way better. That was unfortunate. Also, where was that guild? I was going to go contribute more gold to the guild. Looks like they're trying to do brown at the moment. Would kind of make more sense to go for purple, though. Do we even have the +3 magic bonus? No, we do not currently have the magic bonus. So let's go tell our guild to... Oh, no! I'm not a guild thingy, so I can't tell the guild to go do purple task. Why do you do this to me? I don't know why they demoted me. They need to re-promote me. No, it's not that big a deal. But, especially since we haven't been playing this account as much this week and everything. But, let's go and put some gold into here. They'll probably get the message. I think there'll be enough gold that people will kind of go and get it all the way to max. We need that for 2 magic. Obviously, 2,000 souls is pretty much nothing. But +2 magic for an entire week is insanely big. Especially since next week is Guild Wars. And if we're actually in a good bracket, it's going to be very important. Anyways, there we go. Put that in there. And where do we go from there? Let's go and head to invasions and get some invasions in there. At least get a few of them. So, of course, we still have a bunch of invasions to do on this account. This is our lower level account, of course. We're currently just running basically all in Mang. You have Warkarn, which is the invasion troop for this week's invasion on Nintendo Switch version, Greg Ryder, and Garnock, and we're basically restricted to orcs, as you can see. But essentially, we're going to be winning with just Hero alone, and that's it. Let's see. You put in the code at gemsaward.com, reach the game code section, or simply click the link that we just posted. Either or. Okay, what do we even take here? Let's grab ourselves a yellow-green. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Let me move this mic. I'm wondering, like, wait, why can't I see the screen? Well, there might be a mic in the way. Let me move that over. I just have to move it whenever I do the TV screen. Otherwise, the mic is right in the middle of the TV screen, which makes it hard to see what on earth is going on. Yeah, I'll move that over. Alright, so let me know if you can still hear the audio. You should be able to. Let's see. Sometimes I put it off too far to the side, and how I have the mic settings, sometimes it doesn't pick up on the voice as well. And then it sounds like so dim, the voice during the playback of the stream. So let me make chat bigger now that I can. Might as well. Let me drag that all the way down. Wait, why did not make chat bigger? Okay, there we go. Never mind. Had a weird delay to it. Let's just kill that first slot. This is super overkill, which I'm not even sure why I did that instead of the other one. Well, I guess it's because I didn't want more reds on the board yet. One of the bad sides of him is that if you don't necessarily want the reds, he creates the reds anyways. You don't have a choice. Gotta get the reds on the board. There is no option. Okay, we'll simply go and poke his... I'm just gonna poke this tower. Oh, you know what? I should have... Why did I do that? I should have Manged then poked him. All I did was hit his armor. Oh well, not too big a deal. Worst comes to worst, we can just one-shot everything with Hero. As long as we make sure we take Browns enough that he doesn't die, we should be fine. The problem right now is, where's all of our Browns? Okay, all this looks like nothing for now. Let's take purple over, get all that mess, take our yellow. Grab a, let's take this. That should give us a brown. And gives us extra turn as well. Grab all that mess. Take the other red. Oh, we should have taken that brown first, but well. All I need is 2 skulls and then we win. Oh, that didn't actually kill because of the lack of enrage. That's fine. We can just throw... Oh, wait. Why did I do it this way? Shift through the other ability. Well, I can still do it. We'll do that. He'll do his thing again. We'll throw this at him then. And then we throw the poke to kill the other one. And then we deal with his first slot with 2 pokes. Oh, wait. Before we do. Grab that real quick. Unless we can get a random skull right here. That'd be great. That's not a free skull, though. We still grab it? I guess we still grab it. Should probably take that red, too, but luckily he doesn't. So we just do this. Get that Sky Skull. That is not enough to kill with one more poke, so we should probably just take a brown and try finding another skull. Probably our better bet at the moment. Okay, let's poke it for now. Oh, you know what? Should again, probably done Mang first, but oh well. Get the kill down there, and that is that. On to the next one. Let's see, will we be able to reach that reward right now? Probably not. Even if we use every last battle, that's barely going to reach it there. And the amount of time it's going to take to do every last battle, we'll definitely have it. It's just we won't have it by tonight. That's for sure. If anyone still has any other questions, let me know. Anything else you want me to go over? Let's see. Take a Mang there. It's pretty much how all of early game goes for the most part. It's actually amazing how much of early game and mid game is actually based around Mang. Like a really, really large number of it, just because there aren't normally too many other viable options when you're first starting out. You get more and more options as time goes on. But Mang still stands out as one of like the biggest options you ever really use for a lot of stuff. Mang with Titan. I'll take that for now. Okay, this is actually looking a little bad as far as where our current board condition is at. Because if we get hit by 2 more skulls, we are in trouble. Well, I don't want to give him a skull there, so won't do that. We'll go and... I guess I try for Sky Skull at this point. Take that blue and hope for Sky. Didn't get it. Luckily, he just gives us one, so we'll take that. Every skull pretty much is one shot at this point. No good location to try getting a brown. Actually, that's not true. We can try right there. Didn't get it, though. Heroes in one-shot range. That's exactly what we don't want to see. Can we kill first slot? No, we can't. It does not have enough damage. So we'll take this for now. I need to try getting more brown. Rebury ourselves, or at least that's an option. There we go. There's our skull. Let's take that. Throw a Mang on him, so we'll have enough to kill it. Even without Enrage. Right, actually, never mind. That won't die without Enrage. That is required here, so we will actually go poke it. And now it'll die to pretty much anything we do. So that's going to hit us again. As long as it doesn't hit heroes, should be okay. Let's move that for now. Again, pretty bad board layout. So much so that... Do we even have a safe move? No, we have to throw this. It is our only choice. And we did get a brown out of it, so we do a barrier at least. So that doesn't die yet. But we're about to. Move that again. He's just going to break our barrier, though. Any second now. Oh, wait. What am I doing? I could have just done that. But luckily, he wasted that other ability. So there we go. Okay, we should be fine now. And now we just need to poke him twice. Or actually one more time. Never mind. One poke now just kills him. Just take the purple. And that's definitely a match. Any poke will just knock it out. And there we go. Now we still have 17 battles. Basically exactly where we just were. We're right back again. And as you can see, we're actually on leaderboard with how few we already have. We only have 72 tower kills, yet we actually still have leaderboard. It's insane how easy it is to actually make a leaderboard on this. Actually, I believe it was 60 to make all rewards. Is it still at 60? Yeah. It looks like you don't even need all rewards to have it completed. Because you need to have level 80. Anyone who doesn't have tower level 80, that's the minimum to have every single reward off the event thing. And yeah, there's people that actually do not even have it yet. Or, you know, there's not even 100 people yet on Nintendo Switch that have it. Nintendo Switch has such a small player base compared to other platforms. I'm pretty sure its player base is like around 10,000 to maybe like 30,000. I'm not actually even sure exactly. We'd have to deliberately not do PvP for multiple days and then kind of see how that is. But even then, that wouldn't be a good indicator, because there's probably still a lot of newer players that wouldn't have done PvP yet at all. Even though it's a really good game mode to be doing for a lot of various resources. Anyways, let's go back to invasions. Get at least 2 more in there. Hello, Original. Welcome. Want to try your team? Well, I might not be able to on this account, because we're missing quite a few options on this lower level account. Our main account obviously has everything, but this one, not so much. We'll take that over for now. Grab a blue because it's extra turn. Take another brown, mainly for the mana, not so much for the barrier because we already have the barrier. Oh, did I just not take that blue? Really bad. He has that tower too that keeps getting rid of barrier every extra turn he does. Gotta really watch out for that. Let me actually mank him. That's really important that that goes down. Okay, we're in a bit of a weird situation now where almost everything kills us. Like that, and he just keeps getting rid of my barrier. That second tower really needs to die, but I don't think we have any immediate way to kill it. This might be the first one we lose. We don't even know if we're losing Valraven or not. Alright, what do we do here? What to do? I don't think we have an option. Let's take that for now. Take the other purple so we get it up. We'll get rid of my barrier again. Luckily we have a skull, however it has barrier, so we're basically playing barrier wars at this point. Let me get rid of a bunch of his barriers. And at least we have barrier right now. Speaking of barrier, we got barrier as well. Well, let's go poke another one. Worst comes to worst, we need to try tearing all their armor. So if we lose everything other than our hero, or you know, if we still just have the summoner, we can at least try to still win. Luckily, he was not smart enough to go for the hero kill there, but something will. I think his green does AoE, right? No, it's just 20 true damage split. That's still going to be enough to kill, though. Hopefully he doesn't get the chance. Okay, good. We can get barrier for it. Come on, hero. You got this. Don't die on us now. You're almost there. Okay, we still have a really big barrier issue. I need to kill that second slot if we're going to win this. Okay, we'll take that. Oh, no, we're dead. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, not yet. Really close, though. Let me grab that brown. Keep our hero alive a little bit longer. What do we take here? Try for sky green. Didn't get it. I mean, a sky skull, I mean. We'll take this over. Get our enrage. Not like that really matters, but take that skull in the middle so he doesn't get one out of it. Take that brown, even though he's just going to take a skull anyways. I don't really have much of an option there. Maybe he won't go for it. No, he went for it. I'll take that over. Grab another brown if we can. I need to get rid of that barrier on him. What is the safest move? Oddly enough, I think that red is. I know there is a chance that it gives him a skull. Luckily, it doesn't. Okay, we have a bit of an issue now because there's no way we can get barrier and take that skull. So we'll just have to do that and hope nothing bad happens. Luckily, somehow nothing bad happened. But we did not have a brown follow-up, which is bad because, yeah, he's eventually going to get smart enough to hit hero. It's only a matter of time, so we'll do that. Luckily, the AI still hasn't determined yet that hitting hero is good. That's good. Please leave us a brown. Good. Okay, we can take that. Now we just need to get rid of his barrier. Unfortunately, there's no extra turn off of that. However, we also don't give it an extra turn, so I guess it's not horrible to cast this. We get almost nothing out of it other than getting rid of his barrier, but getting rid of that barrier allows us to do that. And now we need more brown. Also, it really does not want to hit our hero, does he? Every single time now he's not hitting our hero by. Well, not really complaining too much. Actually, obviously, quite beneficial. He's not going for our hero right now. Alright, we'll use Mang to get rid of barrier and a little bit of armor has, though that's not really that big of an aspect. Mostly just getting rid of the barrier, of course. And now we just need to find a skull somehow. Fortunately, just going to regain barrier here. I need to go take yellow or brown. Actually, yeah, we'll just get Mang back up. That skull I kind of have to take. Bad it's not the kill skull, but he has barrier, of course, so it doesn't. Is there any way I could try baiting it into skull? Doesn't look like it, at least not immediately. Oh, there we go. And dead. Yeah, a lot of these battles come out really weird. It's basically just manipulating the board until you finally get like a good synergy to finally get a kill. Those red-blue towers are the most annoying though, because every single time they extra turn, they remove your barrier. Because they do 1 damage to all of your allies, so that obviously poses a bit of an issue. I can keep going and being annoying. But anyways, guys, I'm probably going to make this the last battle that we do for now. We'll be doing more of these off stream. Might finish them out tomorrow night too, just for the last ones, just to show what the really high towers look like in early game, or I should say mid game. But yeah, we will show more of them tomorrow once we get to like the really later ones, just to show how weird it is to try doing it with low stats, but just to show that it is kind of possible. That literally, if we really had to, just Mang alone can solo these, and Mang is super ridiculously easily obtainable. You can get it on basically your first day of playing if you really wanted to, easily within your first week, and then just run it with Titan for everything. As far as the game modes, first you do get more variety as the game develops, but Mang is always one of those really good go-to options. It's just really easy to obtain that anyone can get and just use for completing various game modes that would otherwise might be impossible with the other troops you currently have. Okay, I'll take a skull for now. Get another Mang going. Can you stop gaining barrier? Of all the things to keep getting it, that first slot's the most annoying. I'm gonna get rid of all his barriers right now just by doing that. In fact, those things have enchant constantly is getting in the way a little bit. Let's see. Okay, we'll throw another Mang down for now. I'm gonna save my summoner. Or did we save the summoner? Never mind. We're gonna throw it now. I'm gonna save it to try to get barrier with for when we don't have barrier. But looks like we got another Drake Rider out of it, so that's actually really nice. We even got all of his mana back. You know what? We're just gonna recast him then. Try getting a better board that we gotta have to take a skull off of. Unfortunately, we didn't extra turn there. No! The backfire! The backfire. It hurts. It hurts. Okay, we might actually lose now. This will actually be the first one we lose if we do lose. But wow, did that just escalate quickly? I just went from living to dead within seconds. Okay, well, let's go throw a poke, start hitting out his first slot, take out these first 2 slots. We can still easily win this. That does make it a lot harder to win, but it's definitely possible to win. The reason I said no target there was because we got a summon off it from 13 reds being on the board, but we don't have anything on our, we don't have any room on our team, so it didn't get a summon because there's no room left. Okay, we'll take a skull there. It's not enough to kill, obviously, but get the poke. No, he killed my summoner. That was our win condition. Oh no. It's still winnable technically, but it just did get a lot less likely. Still possible though. What do we take? What do we take? Grab this. Grab that. It's smart enough to go for our summon, but not for our hero. His hero just died off of skulls this time around. Okay, we'll take this. Yeah, I guess we just hit to hit. Oh no, that's not even enough to kill it. That is so little damage. That was so little damage. It's still not dead. Oh, that right there definitely cost us the game. Rip. Come on, at least got one more tower kill. That thing better not survive with 1 HP. It's just going to survive with more than 1 HP, so I'm actually correct with that. It won't survive with 1 HP. Oh no, we got it. Hey, we got a kill at least. Unfortunately, we are going to lose this battle. Alright, we'll have to do at least one more though. We can't lose on. We can't leave on our only loss of this game mode yet so far. On this account. Yeah, we did. What do we even take here? That's safe. I guess we take a purple for now. We can go poke him for a little bit of damage, but that's not going to do much other than basically remove his barriers. Yep. Gotta go for it. Do it on his first. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe we can still get the first slot kill. Highly doubt it though. He's 75% score reduction. We'd have to cast multiple times to get it even rolling. I don't really have a drop for that. Let's take that for now. Take the browns over there. Take a skull. Actually, free skull. We got this. It's not over yet. We'll solo it with just Drake Rider. No, that's very unlikely. It's possible though. We'll throw that down. 2 skulls will kill it. Here's skull number 1. Come on, one more skull. You got this. That would actually be funny if we go all the way down to just that one troop. But it can happen. You might beat out a skull right here and we can just take it then. No. Okay, well, we still got Drake Rider. That's still probably kill. No, that's not enough to kill. I'd have to do it with a cast. Okay, we have to go get all of our mana for this before he gets all his mana for his tower. For his first tower. If we surge here, we can actually still get the kill. Skull, I actually ignore. Oh, no, I can't ignore it. We die instantly if I do. Ah, we didn't. No, we got it. We got it. Unfortunately, we still lose the battle. There's no way we can kill that last tower with just Drake. Though we came close. Came close. Came very close. Okay. Let's make sure Hero doesn't die as quickly this time. Worst comes to worst, you could always put Hero back like a slot or so and use the other stuff as tanks. Of course, I'm not really bothering to upgrade this guy, which is another reason why we're not doing as good. If he was maxed out, or if we were using double of him with Earth's Fury or something, it would go a lot smoother. But it's fine without it. Let's see. Well, let's go do the same thing again. Isn't that the exact same team? Or is it different? Does it feel like that's the exact same setup? Okay, that's not good. We're almost already dead. Hero, stop dying. Okay, we'll take our brown there. Take our skull to get a kill. Let's see. Skull's the only things that are really going to be annoying on these battles. Barrier can normally counter it, but can only do so much if they keep hitting us. Also, why is this board so bad? I do not want to take that green. Is that really the only move we have? Well, I'll take it then. Don't really have a choice. Let's see. We'll try a purple there. Get a green extra turn, or at least a temp forward. No! Oh, 1 HP! The almighty 1 HP to survive and win the battle with. What's going to be kind of funny is we're actually are legitimately probably going to win this entire battle off that 1 HP. Let's see. I need to get rid of that barrier. Easiest way is to throw something at him like that. And we still have our barrier up, so we're going to waste this entire hit just to get rid of his barrier. Because I want to get that skull poke. There we go. The 1 HP hero for the win. Let's see. Take the purple over right there. Grab a skull from there for free. Poke him with the ability so we can hopefully get some kind of follow-up to actually kill him with. Oh, he doesn't have full mana yet. Is there any way we can take purple? No. Can we brown surge? Also no. Our surge chance is still pretty low on this account. Oh no, we don't have 1 HP anymore. Oh no! I forgot our extra turns end up giving us more HP. I was hoping we could keep 1 HP the entire time. Yeah, I forgot. We actually gain 1 HP every extra turn we do because of the big trait. Oh, close enough. We had 1 HP. Now it's higher. Oh, what am I doing? Isn't Mang enough damage? No, it is not. Never mind. It's only 17. Oh, it was a little bit more than that. What is enough damage is that. So we'll do that. Throw a Mang at him. Throw a skull. We won. Not the cleanest of battles, but it does look like it gets completed. Move that over. Just need something to break his barrier, and then we'll just do the final blow. Need a purple here, but we don't have it, so let's take that for now. Grab a brown, throw a weird Mang at it just to get a barrier destroyed. And now if we can just find a skull, we win. That's not what I meant. I meant us taking the skull, not you. Okay, what do we take here? Take the yellow there. Let's see. Did you say something important about troops and weapons at the beginning? What do you mean by that? No, I don't think I said anything too important about troops or weapons. I did mention that we'll have every troop in the game starting on Monday because the Green Doom is finally available on Monday, meaning that we'll once again have every troop in the game starting Monday. It also means we have literally everything in the game on our main account except for the bunny pet. That's the only thing we're missing. And the only reason we're missing bunny pet is because I'm deliberately not getting it in order to farm warrens. Other than that, we'll have every single piece of content in the entire game starting Monday. Of course, bunny pet's useless. Though it would be festive to have it for tomorrow, but, you know, it is basically pointless. The one from warrens, all it does is give warrens bonus. Oops, I didn't mean to put that into green, but oh well. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna head out for now. We'll be back tomorrow, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll actually be up at the right time. No, just kidding. But yeah, it is Easter, so we will be celebrating Easter a little bit. Got the ears. We'll maybe give out a few more redeem codes and have a bunch of fun. We still have a bunny team set on our defend team too for our main account, which is kind of funny. We just set 4 bunnies as our defend team. It's a really weak team, but it's festive. Anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful Easter if you celebrate it. I'll catch all of you later. Have a wonderful weekend otherwise, and I will catch all of you later. We'll be back, as I mentioned, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 hours prior to now, tomorrow. And we'll be back from there. You never mentioned your team, Frank. You mentioned it like a billion times to try your team, but I don't think you once mentioned what the team was. We could try it next time, though. I do need to get going. But I'll catch all of you later, and thanks for stopping by. Goodbye, everyone.